Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and I am here today to show you my second ever Bucilla stocking. You saw the unboxing of it in a previous video, and that one was recorded on December 8th, 2022. It is now December 19th, 2022, and I'm trying to get this done by Christmas. So I don't have a lot of time left, but I am on vacation and I do have more than just evenings to work on it so far. So I'm hopeful that I can get this done. I have gotten quite a bit done since that unboxing video. I had really hoped to get on here and record more of my progress, but December is pretty busy. It's a busy month. There's a lot going on, and every time I record, it's taking time away from stitching, and so yeah, being on a deadline, I haven't recorded too much of the progress. But let's go ahead and show you what I've gotten done so far. So let's get the coffee out of the way after I take a sip. Okay, you can see there's a lot of details in this stocking. This little plate of cookies, we've got a cat down there, and yeah, all these little utensils and things hanging up top. Oh, I should say, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. I've made some changes with the top. I'm going to do it a little bit differently, but let's get the stocking and show you where I'm at. Okay, here is where okay, it doesn't all fit in my camera right here. Let's fold it in half. So I did not stitch. One of the first things you have to do at the beginning of the stocking is stitch the name on here, and I have decided that the change I've made is I'm not going to put the name. My other son's stocking that I made doesn't have his name at the top. It has a little hang tag on the side. I really like the way that looks, and so I want to make this stocking look the same. So when I made his tag, I went ahead and used it as a template to make another tag. So I'm going to make this son's stocking have a hang tag here. It's supposed to have a gingerbread man. Let's get back to the preview again. Can you see how it has the gingerbread man at the top and then the name? Well, I am going to take that gingerbread man and move him over here, and then I'm going to take this little hang tag like that and hang it off to the side somehow, so that it will match. And then to fill in some of this white space, I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I think I'm just going to do maybe some type of like sequin candy stripe type thing, or some fancy embroidery up there. I'll think about that at the end. Okay, so the first thing we did is we had to make this little whisk, and I still need to attach a black sequin right there, but because there's going to be more things to attach at the top, I'll just do all those sequins at the end. So I did that cute little whisk and stuffed him. There is a hot pad that hangs here, and then there's going to be some, like I said, a spatula and a ladle that are going to hang at the top. But then we moved down here, and the instructions say to work on this rug down here, and I have to admit, boy, this fringe, that took a chunk of time doing that. It was quite fun, but it did take a lot of time. And yeah, there's just, I had to do a search online to see how to do that stitch. And once again, Michelle Wood, I can't recommend her videos enough. She's got great, her as well as Servant Crafts. Once again, I will link below all the videos where I have found tutorials that have helped me along the way. As a matter of fact, Servant Crafts has a playlist where she is going through this stocking step by step, and she shows every single step along the way completing this stocking. My French knots down here look a little wonky because I accidentally forgot to do the French knots before I stuffed and attached the boots, and so I had to do them as an afterthought. And they don't look all that great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back, and I think I'm going to cut those off, and I'm going to put black beads there instead. I think that will look a little bit nicer, but that's not a priority. That's something I can always do after Christmas if I want to go back. Well, no, it's probably going to be easier to do that before I add the lining. So anyway, it's not a priority. If I never went back and replaced them, I wouldn't be mad about it. So Okay, yeah, not much to say. I've stuffed him very lightly because he's going to have lots of stuff on top of him, a plate of cookies, an apron, and different things. Now, it may look like this is the only thing I've gotten done, but I have been working behind the scenes and getting a lot of little things done in the background. So let me show you. I sort of jumped ahead on the instructions and worked on some little things that will be attached later, but sometimes at night I feel like working on just tiny little things without wrangling the big stocking, and so I have already completed the little hot pad glove, which is just adorable, and I have completed the ladle. These are just the cutest thing. They kind of remind me of like making like dollhouse items. And here's the spatula, so cute. So let me grab the stocking again. So those are going to be hanging. Yes, that's, I think that's going to hang there. And I think the spatula is going to hang there. And the ladle is going to hang there like that. So sneak peek about how that's going to look. Adorable. And then last night I decided, well, a little bit ago, I would say maybe sometime midweek last week, I started cutting out all the little cookies. And I'm going to show you. Last night I was making all these little cookies. I did most of the appliquing, but I need to do the embroidery and the sequins on them now, which will take no time at all. But oh my gosh, are these like the most adorable little cookies? Let's turn them all over for you so you can see them all. All right, so there's all the little cookies. This is going to be the big gingerbread guy that goes on top. Let's see, how does he go? He's going to have a backing, so he's going to be the guy that's going to go on top. And then these are all the little cookies that are going to go on the plate of cookies here. But oh my gosh, look at how tiny they are. They're so cute. And those just they're going to get attached right directly to the plate. Let me grab it again and show you. Yes, so there's his little plate of cookies at the very end. Yes, they'll look even better, even cuter when I get all of the little sequins and embroidery, which I will probably finish those up tonight. So I've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm hopeful that I can get this done by Christmas because this is my one crafting responsibility. It's the only thing I'm working on right now. No, that's not true. I have one more cross-stitch project I'm trying to get done before Christmas too, but I'm approaching the finish line on that one as well. So I think we're good. All right, so just an idea of kind of what's coming next. We've got his apron. These are going to be the pieces for the apron. There, it's got a little pocket and a little trim. That'll be pretty easy. So I've got these big pieces to do next, so they're going to go really quick. I'm probably going to sit down and decide kind of what I need to get done each day to be able to get it done in time because I have to still save time to do the lining. This is the hands and face. Not as much embroidery on Santa's face as I had to do on my other son's stocking, but it does make me a little nervous when I have to do eyes. So, you know, I think I've been kind of procrastinating on it because I'm a little nervous about it, but it'll turn out fine. It'll be good. I know it will be. These are the pieces for the cat. I've rough cut them. Oh, I think this is part of this gray is the tray too, the cookie tray. And the cat pieces, these are the little pieces for the table. So not a ton of pieces. I mean, yeah, I know it may look like a lot, but these go really fast. I mean, you know, I can get probably like the cat and the table done in one evening, I'm guessing. These are just a few of Santa's arms and parts of his nose and mouth. And what do we got here? The rolling pin. That will stitch up pretty easy. And then all the rest of these here are going to be just Santa's beard and mustache and his other sleeve trim. I could easily do that in an evening. This is part of the cookie tray. So yeah, kind of looks like a lot right now, but it goes quick. So I think that is all I have to say. Oh, and then of course the tag. That's going to be easy because I've already written my son's name. And I just need to add a few sequins around this. That's going to be no time at all to get that. And yeah, so I'll check in. I can't promise when I'll check in again. I will try to check in again a little bit, maybe after I get a few more elements done. And if not, though, it's just because time got away from me and I didn't have time to film. But I do like sharing my progress with you all, so I will try to make an attempt to come in and do that for you. But for now, that is it. I am going to go finish my coffee and get started on getting some of this done. So I will see you soon. I almost forgot to tell you that I did actually get some of the backing and the lining prepared, not completely prepared yet, but I cut out the lining, the backing of the stocking, and then I used that as a template to cut out my lining fabric. I will link the tutorial to that. Michelle Wood does a tutorial on how to do the lining. It's super simple. You use the backing as a template, and then I'm going to go around and just do a 1/4 inch stitch all the way around, leaving some extra fabric at the top. I picked out this fabric the last time I went to the fabric store to work on my other stocking, and this is going to be just the most perfect fabric for this. So yeah, you leave a little extra at the top because then when you when you stick it into the middle of the stocking, you're just going to fold it over like that so it has a nice finished edge on it. And yeah, that's going to be the lining, and just need to do a quick stitch with the sewing machine, zip around that and get that done. And yeah, it's going to be so cute. I'm so excited that I found this just perfect fabric for this. It's going to look so cute. Well, hello there. It's me. I'm back, and it's December 22nd. Is that right? Yes, it's Wednesday, December 22nd. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I haven't gotten much done if I'm planning on finishing this by Christmas Eve. And in a sense, it does look that way. But what I ended up doing is finishing all of the pieces, and I wanted to come in here really quick to show you. I also realized that I missed some sequins up there because they didn't have dots, but there's supposed to be sequins there. I need to remember to go back and do that. But instead of following the directions and embroidering and adding the pieces as I went along, it seemed like for some reason, I know the time is the same, but it seemed like that was going to be slower, and I really kind of needed to see how, much, if I was going to be able to get this done. So instead, I ended up embroidering and sequencing all of the pieces, and now I'm going to add them all on in the order that they go. So I have actually gotten a lot done. So if you remember the last time we were in here, I think I showed you that I had the cookies partway done. Let me show you. I have finished them all. They all have their sequins, beads, embroidery, all done. Right there. I'm losing my light because it's kind of late in the day, and we had a lot of snow, so there's not a lot of sun out there. So I did get all of those done, and then I went and did all of the other pieces. Here is the apron, complete with the pocket right there. Got that done. That's the part I'm going to put on next. Oh yes, I got the other gingerbread that goes up to the top. Got him done, but I just need to stuff him, and I'll do that right before I add him. Got Santa's other arm going. Just need to stuff it and put it on. So that's, as you can see, it's all just the assembly I have next to do. Here is the cookie tray, embellished with its sequins, and then I just need to add the top part to it, but I've already got the embroidery on that done. The rolling pin, I did all the embroidery for that. The only thing I didn't cut out are these little pieces because those are tiny, and I'm going to cut them out right before I assemble the rolling pin. Then I got all the parts of the cat done. So I got the cat body and tail embroidered, And I did the little face, did the embroidery on the face there. Didn't do too good of a job on one. Okay, this ear looks better. The satin stitching on this one looks better than that one because that one I did first. Then I tried to salvage it by outlining it, which I'm not sure if that made it better or not, but that was sort of my practice because I had to do the Santa's face, but I didn't do that quite yet. I went ahead and worked on, oh, here's Santa's other hand. These are all of the parts of the table. Right there, the table legs, all embroidered and ready to go. There's another little piece right there. And this here is going to be the cookie dough that's on the table. And then finally we got all the pieces and parts of Santa's hat and beard, all embroidered and ready to go. And then, as what I always seem to do, I always seem to get to the part where I'm embroidering Santa's face at about sometime after midnight last night. I went ahead and added his little eyes, and I just need to put a little bit of blush on his cheeks. Ooh, sorry about the nail polish chipping. I'm going to put fresh polish on for Christmas, so why bother doing it today? All right, and then one last piece for his hat. But yeah, so his face looks kind of funny now, but it won't because it's just gonna kind of go like, I mean, it really kind of comes into play when you get the mustache and all that ready to go there. See, so he's gonna be cute. Yeah, the satin stitching, there's a lot to be desired there, but I'm happy with it. I'm good with it. It doesn't look bad. It just, as time goes on, I'll get better. And then I did do the sequins around the little tag. So yeah, the only embroidery I have left to do is embroidering the name, and then I just need to applique all these pieces together with their stuffing onto the stocking. And I'm going to work on that tonight. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do the lining. I wanted to get in and just show you all these just to kind of show you my timeline, where I'm at and how close I'm cutting it. But what fun is Christmas if you're not working on a last-minute craft project, right? Okay, I'll see you soon. Hello, I'm back for a progress report. It is now Friday, December 23rd. And I made a mistake yesterday. I noticed when I was editing, I called it Wednesday, December 22nd yesterday, but I was wrong. It was actually Thursday, December 22nd. So I realized that sometime later in the day. I hate when that happens. You just lose a day. But that being said, I got a lot done yesterday, but I don't know why I do this. I get started too late in the evening, and then I stay up way too late. But I am excited to show you how much I did get done. Look at that. Santa has a face, complete with his blushed cheeks. And yeah, there's going to be these little, I was trimming the fringe down at the bottom, and I got this little red fringe everywhere that I'm going to have to go over with a lint roller. And I got all of this done. So let's see, I don't think I had, did I have the apron on last I showed you? I don't think I did. So it's so cute because it just, you leave it unstitched on the bottom. All right, moving on down. I think I forgot to show you, and you might have noticed it in yesterday's video, that I did replace my wonky French knots with beads. And I like this much better. Okay, we have a table with table legs, and look at that adorable cat. Sleeping under the table. I love how his tail just kind of wraps around the table leg there. But yeah, the fringe here was a little bit long, so I went and trimmed it, and now I have those little fibers everywhere. I noticed I missed a sequin there, so I need to go back and add that before I'm done. And you can see I don't have a whole lot left to do. So we're going to put the dough goes on there. I still need to assemble the rolling pin that's going to go there. And then I've got, let's see, I got my little tray over here. So I have the arm, the other arm that needs to be assembled. I mean, I could have probably about maybe an hour's worth of work attaching the rest of the stuff up here. And then I already appliqued this part of the cookie tray, and I think I'm going to applique all of the cookie pieces on before I add the cardboard, because they want you to put cardboard in between there. So I think that it's going to be easier for me to add all the cookies and then stitch this together with the cardboard. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to be a good decision or a bad decision, but it sounds good now because I think it'll just be easier to manage this without the cardboard when I'm doing all the little cookies. And then I just quickly need to attach the little utensils that I don't want to do till the end. And then remember I was telling you I was going to replace the name at the top with something, and I was playing around with an idea, and I originally had stripes of like red, and I took some blue felt and yellow felt and had it across, and then my husband said he thought it would look better and more like a candy cane if I just used the red stripes, and I completely agree with him. So thanks to my husband for giving me that idea. So I'm just going to applique those red stripes on there and then do some white sequins. Something real simple. That's really all I have time for at this late hour of finishing this. And then I'll go ahead and put the other gingerbread guy up there, which I did get him assembled and backed and stuffed and everything. So he's going to go up there. The tag is going to go on that end. Yeah, I'd say, I feel like I need a, oh no, that's where the spatula is going to be. It looks a little plain there, but that's the spatula. And I did, while I was at it today and thinking about it, I went ahead and sewed my lining already too. I like to put a little zigzag stitch on there if you can see. It doesn't really need it because that's just going to go inside the stocking, but I did get this done, so it's going to be all ready to get stuff down inside the stocking and then sew the top edge. So can I do it? Can I do it tonight? Well, plus I have all day tomorrow too. I mean, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so technically I do have another day, even though I won't be home later on in the day. But yeah, so those few things I do, plus attaching the back piece felt and the tab. I need to remember not to forget to stick the hang tab in there. Yeah, I think I can do it. So I will check in with you next with a finished Santa holding a plate of cookies. I think I did make a mistake here. I think I was supposed to leave his thumb unattached because the tray of cookies needs to go under there. So I do need to maybe go and undo some stitches so that I can put the tray underneath his hand there. Okay, I'll check in and see you soon. Well, good morning. It is Christmas morning, December 25th, and I pulled it off. I got this done last night, just a little bit after midnight, so just in time for Santa to stuff it with some goodies. Yeah, I had a pretty busy day yesterday, so I worked on it in the morning, and then I had some baking to do and a little bit of last-minute grocery shopping, and then we went and had Christmas Eve at my mom's house. And all the while knowing that I still had to finish attaching the back, I still had to attach the cookie tray and do the lining, and I got started on it just as soon as we got home last night at about 10:30 p.m. And yep, his little, it's just so cute. His little pocket is under there kind of hidden, but I love it. I'm going to, this isn't probably the best lighting. I think I'll move it downstairs to show an up close, but I did want to show you that, yep, I got the name tag on. My stripes are a little bit crooked up there, but you know, it's a handmade item, so what can you expect? And I just wanted to show you the lining that I did and how cute that turned out. Let me look inside there. Yeah, it just ended up being so perfect, and yep, it worked well. It held all the goodies, and I just love it. It turned out so good. I don't think there was anything any last minute. I can show you the back. It just has the white felt on the back. I just did a little whip stitch around the edges, and yep, absolutely love it. I think it's adorable. I think these were supposed to be hanging loose, but I ended up tacking them down. I just feel like they'll be more sturdy over the years having them tacked down a little bit better. But all right, I'll go into some better lighting and give you one last view and up close of it all. And I would like to just wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. New Year's is right around the corner. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon with my next project. Happy felting!